Greetings! It's another new episode. We're going to go ahead and get attack to 60, grab the dragon scimitar, and I'm probably going to keep doing this to get defense to 60 and maybe hit points to 60. Quests coming up. Bunch of quests that I'm interested in. Almost all of them are related to medium diaries. So we'll come back to that once I decide that I'm done with this grind for today. I'm going to see how long it takes in the episode. I'm not super clear on how many hours it's going to take to get those things up to 60. But attack to 60 for sure, defense to 60 probably, maybe hit points to 60, depending. It's going to have to start with me going to the scheduling place and just double checking that my world groupings are still accurate. It's a new day for me from the last time we played. So I'm going to go scope that out. Maybe walk the right direction instead of the wrong direction. Add it to my spreadsheet here in another tab. And then we're going to start chasing down guards and stuff. So yeah. Got my cannonballs. Number of things that I'm able to forget. I think I clicked on it, but I missed Robert Boss painting stuff. Nice. Range 54, but I gotta get away before I die here, so. Didn't realize I was that close to the range level up. It's kind of crazy. I don't know, that went decently. Only 4 intelligence, though, instead of 6, which is unfortunate. So, let's see, I'm gonna go deposit this junk. I'm really interested to see how many planks we end up once this is all done. So, we need like thousands of them for construction leveling. And then, these are by far the most valuable individual drops per enemy of anything we've fought in the whole game so far. Part of it is I can't just farm them non-stop. I have to come to specific areas of the game, but almost every drop is at least blue rarity for my wealth settings. Often purple, or even orange. How do you get those expensive-ass mahogany planks? So many cosmic runes, too. Quite great. Alright, so we know that Group 2 is going to spawn here eventually. I need to figure out what the timing difference is. Good to plan around that. Should pop over to Shazian. I want to restock. So I need soul runes, body runes, mind runes, and law runes, I think. I'm going to go ahead and restock all of that. Recharge my teleport book. Yeah, I only have 13 out of 40 memories remaining. And I've already have some of these runes on my sellback list, so I think it's this statue down here, maybe. Recharge Kretz Memoirs. Add 20 charges. Perfect. Okay. Back to Shazian. Things may have gotten twisted up now. Says that there's a meeting in Arceus in 4 minutes. Alright. It's not on a map I would expect there to be something on. Interesting. I might have to go back through the whole world list and just recalibrate everything. Yeah, I think the server grouping is jank. There might even be 3 right now. That's interesting. Okay. Well, let me go do this Arceus one really fast. And I need to just go through. I need to be willing to miss out on a couple locations. Miss out on a little bit of XP just so that I can like clarify exactly what is not in each group. Probably just need to run down the whole list and write them all down again. I had a pretty good setup for last session, but I'm guessing something has changed on the server side. Maybe a server went down briefly and the numbers are different now. Shit, I've got competition. This is at 1:36 in the morning Pacific time. Several people here, jeez. I'll see if I can get like one kill in. Probably not though. God, so many people. I got all the loot. It's frustrating. It's interesting that it's based on last hitting and not on claiming. Well, alright, so this is taking a minute. I gotta sit and figure all these out. So I'm better prepared in a situation like that. Right now I only have like 2 servers to choose between, so I can't like quickly hop between ones that should have a related start time. So this will just be fast forwarded. Alright, I'm at the point where I'm not going to have data again for a minute because I've done this in a janky order, so I'm going to pop over to kill some of the guards over by the barbarians really fast, or by Hosidius it sounds like. I think I can probably do 1 or 2 rounds, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish. I made a spreadsheet. I'll show the spreadsheet on the camera here. Oh shit, it's a waste of a... Where is this minecart entrance they're talking about? Down southwest, it looks like. Probably actually would have been faster for me to leave the Shazian tent and then take the minecart, but... Oh, and I have some cash on me. I totally could have done that. Oh well, shit happens. I didn't recharge my prayer. I'll have to be ready to bail in case things go south. Just gonna do 1 round of this so that I'm doing something productive while we wait on time to pass. I need to have a time estimate for every server I'm checking, basically. Gangsters. One of them spawns across the river. That's funny. I don't think I noticed that last time. Come on. Start firing again, please. Thank you. Rate of intelligence drops is sucky today. I'm getting like 1 on the gang leader and that's it. Bummer. Try to telegraph this grimy Avanto here. I don't have the runes, that's fine. Can I withstand 1 more of these? Give it a try. Sometimes I can do 3 kills here. It's kind of awesome. Gotta be quick about it. Okay, I gotta do some stuff here. Good number of herbs from this too. Like, I don't think they ever drop more than 1 noted herb, but okay, I think I gotta start heading over, but my document's nearly done. I'll show it to you here. Right, so it looks like the servers are bonked compared to when I did this last time. I think server 330 must have crashed because it is way off the rest of the schedule. The rest of the schedule is pretty much in line here. But I've set this up. I still have to clean up the visuals of it a little bit. I've set it up so that I know where I'm going, and then I know when the start times are, and then I've used a formula to calculate when it's going to end, when the next start will be, and then I can just copy that next start over. And I don't have to keep going back to the Shazian tent to check things. I only have to come back here to turn stuff in. So I'm going to go ahead and populate all these, and I'm going to sort the thing by start time instead of by world number. I have to remember I left off on worlds 465. Put that in the corner here. Okay. Sort by start time. Let's call R. So I have a 5-minute window only, because unfortunately the other location is World 1 is almost stacked on top of it. Like, I guess I can go straight there as soon as I finish the last one in Port Piscarius, but I don't have a nice 15-minute gap like we had last episode. I'll try to play around with these a little bit more to maybe be able to make it to them. I just need to finish searching the list. I might get some that are slightly later. Like 314 says, let's see, 305 says 2:32 a.m. Let me see if that's accurate. 305. I'll be doing most of this on another monitor. Nine minutes. It's more like 2:28 actually. So yeah, that's close to my bottom out point for the area I'm in right now. So I might be able to go straight there after finishing up in Port Piscarius. Let's go ahead and do Port Piscarius though. We'll come back and collect more data soon. This one's like right next to the portal, isn't it? So that's upstairs. Hopefully I have room to put down my cannon. A couple times I've done Port Piscarius, so I haven't had room for the cannon. Maybe. How far upstairs? Middle floor. Oh wait, this might do it. Make sure I'm on the right world for it though. 304 is the earliest world that I've recorded. Well, I've got a bunch of worlds that start at 223. Would be a good place for telegraph runes. I feel like dudes are almost certainly going to have to spawn where I can't reach them, right? Because there's not a lot of room in here. While we wait for a spawn, if I look at my document here, I think what makes sense is to just try to jump worlds in minute ranges and last as long as I possibly can before I have to leave. Also, I think I should try to save, well, I'm trying to think if I should try to save my my prayer for ranged gang bosses. Probably end up bringing more food and just expecting to eat it more. So right now I'm just making a trip back to the bank. Inventory space is definitely a problem with this though. So I think the plan is we're going to keep doing this until I run out of cannonballs. And then when we run out of cannonballs, I'll go mine iron for a while, mine coal for a while, smith it up, give me a chance to get some stream work done, and then get back to this. I'm just going to try to keep an eye on the game clock so I make sure that we actually do some questing before the episode's over. But we gotta wait another minute or so for these gangs to spawn. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I think I just did 4 in one spot, which is way more complicated than what I've done before. Not great in terms of the drop rate of intelligence compared to the best we've ever seen, but still got a lot of resources out of that. I wonder if I'm going to do anything with this, like black gear. Probably just alk it at some point. How many gold bars do we have now? Oh man, 223. Okay, so I need to do a bunch of stuff here. Gotta go get my prayer back. $60 attack. Awesome. We can now use dragon weaponry. So I'm going to go grab the dragon scimitar before we continue with this particular grind. I'm going to pump some points into defense though. Oh, this is so much faster than defense usually goes. Try to get 60 defense. I've got a bunch of downtime here. Let me check World 330 really quick. World 330 must have crashed or something because it's the only world I've seen that's on a completely different timer than every other world, which means I probably have to compete with tons of people to try to get it. Unless if they like give up or do something else. Minecart. That's it. 4 minutes is 2:39 a.m. See if I can knock that out really fast. It's just the one. Let's actually use the minecart this time, though. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to back out for a sec to go buy the Dragon Scimitar and Apetil. Yeah, other people know about the house server being off every other server. Time to head to Apetil. Let's do it. Dragon Scimitar Smithy. Dragon Scimitar. Oh man, that's super exciting. Cool. New Scimitar. Very, very, very cool. We made it all the way from 40 to 60 attack without ever finding a rune Scimitar, so we've been on a longsword for too long. I'm gonna go deposit some of this stuff. I'm gonna head back to Corrend and figure out where the next location is gonna be. Don't need this dumb longsword anymore. Since I don't really have any areas that are off the main schedule this time, since it's basically everybody's synced to within 5 minutes of each other, what I think I'm going to do is finish collecting my data on the remaining maps, and then try to find something I can do in between tasks. I can probably mine iron for about 10 minutes in between tasks, because I need to do that anyway to restock my cannonballs. I'm only grabbing intelligence and noted stuff. I think 8 might help me to survive a little bit longer. It looks like I can do 4 trips with 1 prayer count. It'll be a little bit pushing it towards number 4 sometimes, depending on how much room I have for the cannon. Okay, like the only server that's off the main schedule is the house party server at 3:30, so it must have crashed or something. There have been too many people on it. Everything else is completely predictable. I'm going to resort my document here. And I'm going to head over to this area where they're supposed to spawn. I didn't realize Dragon Scimitar had a special attack. Deal a slash that with increased accuracy that prevents your attacker from using protection prayers for 5 seconds. Oh, so that's good for PvP, I guess. Increased accuracy is good. If I'm not using my special attack energy on anything else, I may as well. This is working. Only got 1 intelligence that time, though, which is a bummer. Seeing the value of the Dragon Scimitar. I guess sometimes when you do this, you get more gangsters than in other map spawns. This seems like one of the lower levels here. It's going super well so far. I'm just in the zone focusing on it. Got melee, it looks like. Hey, asshole, don't do that. Oh, such a dick move. Well, I guess I came and ripped some stuff off from people earlier. They're a different server, man. There's some other ones. Okay, he's leaving. It's fair. Okay, I think I'm out of time anyway. That was a lot of runs, though. That went pretty well. Technically, I have some more options out in the Port Piscarius house. I'm just gonna turn this in, though. I gotta slow it down. I'd rather do like mining in the middle than just trying to rush to make another one outside of this area. This might get us a defense level. It should get us a defense level, yeah. I can probably switch off of attack too. Let's go to aggressive. I guess I could do block. Let's do block since we're leveling defense anyway. So let me survive longer for my multi-cannon kill everything. Alright, let's 11 intelligence documents, let's go. Defense 56. I might want to do hit points up too. Let's see. I was gonna wait and get it up last, but I think it's pretty close to a level up. This gets us more combat level, which makes more things take longer to aggro. Yeah, nice. 59 hit points. This is so good. Ooh, total level 1200. So I think if I get 50 more levels, I can go to some of the level restricted worlds, which is exciting. more options for doing the sort of tasks that we're doing right now, you know? If I wanted to mine in between tasks, let me plan ahead on that. Hold on. I need to know what area we're going to if I'm going to do that, so I need to chill here until I can see what the next area is going to be. 304 I need to check, I think. Lovacaine upstairs from the furnace. 18 minutes. So I can go mine while I wait for that, so there's no wasted XP. Let's see if I can see where that is on the map relative to where I am now. It's very close. It's in this building here. Up the ladder. Okay. So I got some time to mine. I gotta deposit some stuff and all that fun stuff. Let's see. So I'll just walk over to the bank really quick and swap stuff out. I'll give myself like 3 minutes, I guess. Maybe I can set a timer. Scimitars, yeah, I can high alch all this black gear. Or I could grand exchange it. I think it sells for more. I've got 476 oak planks. I think I needed over 1,000 to get to 50 construction. Woof. I should do these clue scrolls as well. I did just get a bunch of levels. I got 60 attack, got me Dragon Scimitar. I'm at 59 HP and 56 defense. I could probably take a break to burn through those scrolls so that more of them can drop. You just skip the next round. This is effective, but it's super stressful. Keeping on top of these gangbuster waves. So let's do that instead of doing mining for now. Start with the hard scroll. Hopefully it's something that I can do. I guess I can bring the cannon with me to help with the scrolls. Clue scrolls, I didn't think about that. I think the last one I didn't have the cannon yet. Where's that? Tree Gnome Village. Okay. Some more swordfish too. Alright, this should be fine. Oh, I forgot to grab the mirror shield. Oh well, I'll get it next time. Used a few strength potions. I can't get into Bird Rot. I don't think I can get to that step, can I? Okay, so that's a really good reason to go ahead and do whatever quest lets us into Bird Rot. So let me back away so I'm not getting killed by these people and then find out how we're getting in there. Local part of innate of the Myreque can only be started after you start the quest. Oh, I think I can start it though without too much trouble. Oh, I should have just talked to the NPC at the end of innate of the Myreque. Shoot. Dude, doing that medium Varrock diary, I should have done that forever ago. This makes getting the fairy ring so much easier. Easy access to the Grand Exchange is nice when I need to sell stuff. See, I might try to do part of this quest here. Hey, look. I think I have a lot of the stuff we're gonna need. Hammer, pickaxe, spade, 1 to 5 buckets, planks, nails, any kind of nails. Swamp paste. Let me see what I would need to leave to grab. I think I've got all this stuff. I need to buy 2 more planks from Morton once we get back there. I think I can use this as a shortcut to Morton also. Beliaf, what's up, bud? Murder of Anstrom has killed Sonny and Harold. He came in and killed them right in front of our eyes. I'm responsible. Oh, I didn't even ask. I had a chance to ask him, didn't I? Let's see, hold on. I want to join your organization. Tell me the information you have to impart. You know a brief history of Mauritania already. If not, this will probably mean little to you. Do my best. In the early history of Mauritania, 7 warrior priests helped to drive the darkness back from Mistalin into what we now call Mauritania. Priestess Heradelman would have you believe that all 7 are buried within the Holy Temple on the Save. Information I have leads me to believe that one warrior priest, so bent on the destruction of evil, made countless charges deep into Mauritania. His name was Evandus, and we believe that he perished within the lands now spoilt by Lunarial Draken. What way will this impact our struggle? Long believed the warrior priests that fought so bravely had aid from the gods, perhaps not directly, but in some hidden form. Perhaps an item of some usefulness which may have been used against the foe. Clear to me that these priestly warriors are powerful, but perhaps may have mainly fought weaker minions of darkness. Foes of the trained and brave adventure could dispatch. Okay. I think the warrior priests also suffered defeat by the vampires. Perhaps they did eventually, but I like to consider that they may have found some ways to combat this evil. There's much history in this land, much that we make use to fight our cause. I wish that you keep your eyes open for information which may give us a clue to Evandus' resting place. It said he had an item of no small power, This would be a great artifact to reclaim if in fact it still exists. Tell me about the job. Understand your impatience for action. I feel it myself, but forewarned is forearmed, as Sonny used to say. Seeing as our base of operations has been discovered by Vanstrom, we need to evacuate before the entire Vira Watch descends on us. We'll need to relocate. Hiding in the caves to avoid detection, but now we need to move on. The south of Morton became aware of a nearly deserted township known as Bergerot. It's a ghastly place where the few escapees from Sanguinessi region have collected. Go to this town and try to establish a new base of operations for us. Don't underestimate the importance of this request. In addition to founding the base, we need to ensure that the township can help to support our cause. Help the locals with as many requests as you can in order that they might be well disposed to our efforts. Cool. Staircase here, there's doors. Spoil all my food, aren't they? Where did I take that boat from? Is it on the map? Yeah, I think that's the boat we want. Swamp boaty. Whee! It's a fun little animation. Okay, south of Bergerot. God, the shades just will not let me alone. If I have fast enough run speed to escape them. Talk to Florin. Come in here without blood or food? Try to sweet talk me. You want something. We got nothing, you see. Nothing. Blood we've got, we're keeping for ourselves. We tell that sick advancement to go suck a cow's udder. Deposit food item in the box. Gingerly place the food item into the chest. You see that? She put some food in the casket for us. She's probably not after anything. Yay! Friendship is magic. I guess I don't have the clue scroll on me, so I can't do it. But I'll continue the Aid of the Myreque quest. I think we want to do this anyway. Go to the pub just south of the gate. Climb over the broken wall and mine the rubble by using your pickaxe on it. The locals dump their rubbish. Climb over broken down. And use pickaxe on rubble. Interesting. Basement's full of rubble, 15 piles of them. We need to clear these away before the in-basement will start to be serviceable as a base of operations. So that's kind of cool. Really like the phasing in this game. Large chunks will be easier for you to carry out of the in-basement. Put them into some sort of container. Quite dusty and not easy to move. Can't use the bucket on it? Use a spade. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Scoop the rubble into the bucket. See, a larger selection of items won't fit in the bucket. You'll need 6 empty inventory slots in order to scoop up this load of rubble. Oof. I forgot to get planks from Morton, but I can pop back over there later and grab them. Need the inventory space anyway, apparently. Okay, I don't need all these nails. Black nails are worth a lot of money for some reason. Weird. Maybe I'll pick them back up. Piece of plaster with an interesting inscription on it. Plaster has pictograms on it, which make out to be a small map of Mauritania. Within the map are depictions of 7 figures near the Save, near to where the Temple of Saradomin now stands. One figure, the 7th, stands forward of the other 6 and looks masculine. He appears to have an item in one hand which he holds aloft, and in the other hand he holds some sort of container. Emanating from the sky appear 2 rays of light. Green, you think, represents Guthix, and silver represents Saradomin. 7th figure is surrounded by this light. All the figures hold items, and some are commented. Someone holds a mace, another holds a cudgel. Forward standing figure holds something called Silthril, and another figure holds a sword. Some signs representing chemical formulas which point to the container held by the figure standing forward in the group. Must be a Vondus. Represent the elements silver, garlic, hairlander, and the eggs of the red arachnid. Most of the elements. The figure seems to be administering this potion to a dark creature held in some sort of powerful force. First impression of some moment in Mauritania's history. But I don't need herbal ore for this quest, so... Six balance potion. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll hold on to it for now, I guess. So I'll go ahead and mine everything first. Dig it all up. Larger selection of items, okay. Oh, Dusty Scroll, that's new. Iron nails. I need the bronze nails. Dusty Scroll. Take the scroll and gingerly unravel it. It seems very old and the language is not easy to make out. So the letter. Dearest Lantania, I know not what these dark hours bring. I'll come for thee as soon as I am able. I care no longer for the possessions which tie me to this wasted land, the living which I earned from it. Excuse me. Prepare for leaving soon. I shall be there with haste, and with Saradomin's blessings we shall make our way out of Hollowville westwards over the Salve towards Mistalin, and hopefully into the arms of our brethren. Also offer prepare to Saradomin that he may help Queen Ferrite in her hour of need and somehow fight these beasts back to the dead place where they came. Cry at the plight of poor Syracuse and offer up a prayer for their children in its darkest of hours. This darkest of hours. Make ready your plans. So as soon as you see me, we shall set for Mistlin. Bring only what you need. You need all good fortune and speed in this. Scoop the rubble into the bucket. Put away the last of the rubble from the end basement. You notice a dusty-looking wall plaque, which you hadn't noticed before. Interesting. Where is that? Search the plaque. I do like going to a ruined area and cleaning it up. Like, I really like that about the Garden of Tranquility quest. Blessings on a Ferrite, our Icene Queen from far-off lands, and our loving children of hallowed name. Talk to Rasmus. Hey, I finished my project. Oh, that's good to know. I'd like to help fix up the town. It's very kind of you. We should consider fixing up the general store. Reach out with the store owner if you want more details. It'd be nice to have this town available in case we ever need to grind Shades of Morton again. I don't have to keep teleporting out. I could just come to the bank down here. Can open a store which has no stock. Hello. What can I do you for? I'd like to fix up the town. Take a look at the roof and then look at the walls. Come have a chat with me. Planks and nails is how it hints to you what you need here. Gotcha. Use some planks and nails to patch up the hole in the roof. Now I need to go grab 2 more planks from Morton real quick. Hold up. Shades of Morton makes this quest quite a bit easier to do quite so many runs. I probably should have emptied those buckets. Oh well. Can I make room? Can I just dump the buckets of rubble? I don't really need buckets. I'm good on buckets. I need a total of 8 planks, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm good on swamp paste. Good on nails. I can always come back here later, but once the bank is fixed, I'll go do that clue step. Maybe we'll continue the clues before finishing the quest. No, I'll just finish the quest and then we'll finish the hard clue, I should say. Damaged wall. Perfect. Good job on my store. It's starting to look great. What should I do now? Stock the store. What do you need? 3 tinder boxes, 10 mackerel, and 10 bronze axes. Okay, I can fill that up for him. Gotcha. Bronze axe I can presumably buy from somebody, right? Yeah, Lumbridge. Can't try to put all my junk. I don't think I need the pickaxe anymore, do I? No, wait. Maybe I don't. No, we're good. Okay. Probably still need the hammer. Don't need this many swordfish. Probably go with just 3. Should be fine, I hope. Spade I'm going to hold on to. Grab the blue scroll. I'll get mackerel. Catherby? Oh, somebody in Port Piscarillius just sells it. That sounds really convenient. Okay. Well, let me grab some runes to go where we're going next. Lumbridges. Air and Earth. Efficient teleports. Get hype. Northeast corner. Okay. Wait, that's not the right person. Oops. Oh, it's a fish store. That makes more sense. Not a fishing supply store. Womp womp indeed. Got Evil Bob minigame. Oh yeah, this one's probably actually not worth doing. Whoops. Oh, this was the other Evil Bob option. One long tail. Long tail. I got 3 of the same balloon animal. You're my friend forever. Just got here before the cat notices. I have a present. 4 noted rubies. Okay. I'll chop those up later. Fill the crate. Let me make sure that I've got everything in there. Okay, we're good. Back to Shades of Morton. Doing a great job. I'm gonna get this stock straight out on the shelves. That's a great job for me. Would you consider helping us fix up the bank? That would be great. Like, that's interesting, but the guys were like, no. I want to fix the bank. High priority for me. What should I do now? Fix the flippin' bank, would you? Okay. Repair the teller window. How do I repair it? Planks. Good job. Well done. Bank. Well met, friend. Well met indeed. What should I do now? All I could do is some patching up. Great job with the town. It's getting a lot better. I'm happy to help. What should I do now? Thanks, all fixed. Isn't going to serve people's accounts on its own. You have to recruit someone. Do you fancy the job? Guess I could. Yes, in fact, I'm sure I could. Okay, then. Let's go get changed now. Let's change in more suitable attire and stands behind the bank booth. Hey! Banking hype. That's exciting. Alright, next step. What do I need? Hammer. 2 steel bars. Oh, bummer. Burned through all my steel, didn't I? Guess I could make... No, I don't have enough to make some. Shoot. Maybe we'll get some coal. I should always leave some in my bank just in case I don't run into this problem again. I guess I can get back here pretty easily. Looks like I also want to make a ring that lets me damage vampires with whatever weapon I want. I think I have the tools necessary to make that. Well, hold on, I might not have enough crafting. Topaz ring. Oh, crafting 16. Totally could do that. Okay, first of all we need steel, so I'm gonna go, and we need coal, which sucks. So I gotta go to Motherlode Mine, maybe? Come back and continue the quest in a bit. Feels silly to go to Motherlode for like 5 minutes, but I need those gold nuggets. Super lucky that I've gotten and picked up some mithril bar drops in the past, because I apparently need it for more later on in Aid of the Myreque. Still have silver bars left over. I need one though to make this ring. Topaz ring. What are the other... I didn't really notice that they had all these topaz options. Enchant 3, I guess? Level 3 enchant. Verity's Aid, Bracelet of Slaughter, Necklace of Faith, Burning Amulet. Bracelet of Slaughter is the opposite of the Expeditious Bracelet. Necklace of Faith restores wearer's perk points by 10%. Then it's destroyed. Burning Amulet teleports you to places in the wilderness. Oh. Ooh. I'm good. The only one I might want is the Verity's Aid, I guess. So that's level 3 enchant. Cosmic Rune, 5 fire runes. So many Cosmic Runes now. Cool. And I made enough steel, right? I'll finish making it, I guess. I'll try to keep at least 5 of every kind of, like, bar in my inventory for future quests. Oh god, I didn't realize I actually needed coal. Did I burn through all the coal when I made those steel bars? Oh geez, about to find out. Maybe I left one behind? Did I have an odd or an even number is the question. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, there's gotta be somewhere I can mine a single coal, right? Alcarine mine. I'll run up there real quick. God damn it. Oh, video games. My bad for not reading ahead, but... Alright, fixing the furnace next. What are we doing? Hammer, 2 steel bars, piece of coal, a tinderbox, blah blah blah. Hammer, 2 steel bars, tinderbox, food. Still have the Verity's Aid, okay. Solid brick bottom half and a steel chimney to funnel the smoke out. There's a huge hole in the chimney, which is probably why it doesn't work. Not sure if the levels want you tampering with this. Oh, talk to... okay. Get his permission to do it, basically. Well met and many felicitations, Melody. All in the town are much agreed that your efforts in restoring the utilities are most proper and correct. Thanks, I think. What should I do now? Great if the old furnace were up and working again. It's quite a big job, no idea if it's even possible. The coal inside after repairing. Use the tinderbox. Sweet. I want to hear your pathetic excuses, Gatteranks. Oh, it's Vanstrom. Just do the job you've been appointed to do. I love what the vampires look like. Never be more than a useless human unless you can prove yourself worthy. They kind of remind me of the vampires in Buffy. My Lord Vanstrom, there are precious few human settlements left worth collecting tithes from. Morton's just a dead town full of afflicted, and Lord Malik was so ill when he drank them last time. Canopus is delivering more than originally agreed to, but that still isn't sufficient. Where can I get the remainder from? Couldn't care less for your problems, Gatteranks. Just don't seem to be able to think on an empty stomach. Smoke. We have a fresh appointment and we have fresh meat. Hope you can achieve your blood tithe target before you become a meal yourself. Catarinx is here and he wants blood. I'm trying to collect money from people, basically. What's going on here? Oh, happy days. It's so good we came across this village. If it hadn't been for some good soul lighting that smoky furnace, we have never known about this place. Now I should be able to make my blood tithe quota, especially after you pay your tithe. You look like an incredibly fit specimen. I bet you could pay twice as much as the others before passing out. I don't have any intentions of paying a blood tithe. We'll see about that. Gathering and then whisk it. What's going on here? They're draining my blood. That's what they're doing. Oh, that's what the big barrel's for. What's going on here? Getting delicious blood ties from these sacks of food. I don't know if you poking your nose in here. If you can stop us, go on ahead. Now they're all going to aggro me. Did I not bring ammo? Are you serious? I have to come back to them later. Gotcha. I just didn't click on it. Wow, didn't bring that shield either. I need to pause when I take gear out and make sure that I got everything. That's more like it. Hey, it's Viliaf. You're not my friend. I've come to your aid. So he probably has a silvered sickle, is how I'm expected to be fighting them. Without this ring. Maybe he's here to save the day, in case you don't have any silvered items or the special ring. Oh, he misformed out of there. That's cool. Really like the handling of vampires in this. Like every other MMO I've played, vampires are not special, and they don't have any special way to kill them. You need to have garlic and silver and specific gear. Gatarinx is still alive, ready to give us some more information before he meets his maker. You look too well, Gatarinx. Against my better judgment, I feel sorry for you. I understand you wanted to feel strong, but you took the wrong side. Didn't want my family. I did my best by them. You need to take a second and think of them then. Think of why you did this in the first place. You need to provide for your family and you want to protect them, but all of that will count for nothing if you don't help us. Try to save them, I beg you. We're all trying our best to overthrow Draken. It seems our foe is almost entirely invulnerable. I fear some things. Silver dust, garlic. Also outlawed our Harlander and something eggs, spider's eggs. What's the potion you make with them? Yeah, that's what the plaster said earlier. Gatarinx passes away and the bustle of the village increases slightly. Poor Gatarinx. Hey there, Gatarinx dropped this warhammer. I guess it belongs to you now. Gatterhammer. It's cool looking. Figure out why I would want it if it does anything special. Talk to Viliaf. Need to return to the Hollows. You come as quickly as you can and help me organize Pomafia and Radagad. Sure. Plan for the next step, it looks like. Gatterhammer. So we'll call it a quest item. Armor, food, and a weapon to defeat the vampires. Also bring steel equipment to equip somebody else. So we bought the steel med helm, plate legs, chain body, and like 15 salmon. So I can bring those sickles just in case. I don't know why I need it though. I always forget to get the stupid drum and staff. Ugh. Need to bring a spell, I guess, to pull mobs in this fight. What should I do again? If you've informed Radagad and Pomafia their new bases at Murderot, please take Ivan to the new temple for his own safety. Already discussed this with him. Just find that you're ready and he'll go with you. Ivan. Give you this gear, buddy. Back to Pomafia and Radagad first. Asked me to ask you down on the new Murderot base. Can you let Radagad know as well? I'm taking Ivan to the temple. Setting my stuff together before leaving. Good luck with the trip to the temple. Thanks for the helmet, that's great. It's gonna help a lot. I'm gonna wear it under my normal clothes. Thanks for the steel legs. Thanks for the steel body. Offer all this food item to Ivan. His eyes light up when he sees it. Delicious, some food. I'll keep that for the trip. Totally stocked up with food now, thanks. Alright, now I need to get my own food. I'm probably over-preparing for this. I am pretty high level and got pretty good gear and stuff, but anytime it says, this is an instance area, and if you die, you will lose everything, I'm like, that's not cool. Okay. Overkill, but that's fine. Say, I need a one-click teleport just in case I fuck up, don't I? Just in case, we'll grab the ecto file. That would have been a really bad thing to forget. Alright, Ivan, let's go. Lead the way. Longer but less likely to be attacked. Shorter but potentially more dangerous. I guess this one's actually easier. Because the big danger here is him getting stuck on... getting killed. Like, if he dies, I lose. But I can make him hide in this one. Alright. Walk west once the fight starts. Spot with 3 seaweeds surrounding it. Keep walking back and forth as Ivan goes into that spot. Let's try fighting him here and see what I can do. I gave him tons of food, so we might be okay. Missed. Very cool. Just had to eat some food. I only have 14 left. This is actually going to be fine. I way over-prepared. That's okay, though. And just lay the last of the vampire units and continue on your journey. Not so bad. I think that is a temple trek, if I understand correctly from, like, Swampletics. Worth chatting with Drezel. Okay. Drezel, who we haven't talked to in 273 hours. What's up, Drez? How are your travels in Mauritania? Is as evil as I've heard? Well done for bringing Ivan to the temple. He'll be much safer here. It's getting more dangerous in Mauritania all the time. Thanks to you and the Myreque, please the hope of finding salvation in this dark and oppressive land. We may find salvation in the most unlikely of places. Perhaps even in the history of this rotten land we could find some clue to aid us in our attempts to defeat the Trakan clan. Veliav told me about Evandus. How can I say this diplomatically? Veliav is a good leader, but perhaps shouldn't be voicing ideas about religious history. If you don't even know what he said about Evandus, I assume he's made suggestions that Evandus isn't actually buried in this temple along with the other 6 warriors. If he's made such a claim, it's not something I'm prepared to talk about. Interesting. So you're sure Evandus is buried here? You don't mind me saying it's a bit of a redundant question. Of course Evandus and the rest of the 7 are buried here. I don't have time to consider such pointless concerns. Hey Drezel, get your shit together. It offends me that you challenge me on this. What proof do you have that Evandus is buried here? Servants of Sir Doman are not concerned with trifling matters such as proof. We have faith and faith guides us. Somewhere I can get more information on Evandus. You let me check Evandus' tomb in the temple. Absolutely not. What a disgrace, you should even ask. His remains pure and undisturbed beneath this hell earth. You consider every possible thing that could help us. Oh, Drezel. The lies of those pitiful few left in Mauritania could rest on this. Okay, this is convincing him. That's much I can do. I'm still a priest of Sir Doman. I know not if this will help, but please take this key. It'll allow you access to a secret library. And there you may find what you're looking for, but I pray never reveal this to me. Okay. Temple library key. Keyhole on the east side of the room he's in. Oh damn, I didn't see there was a thing over here at all. It's been there the whole time. Trapdoor. Alright, I guess there's a bunch of books that I want, so I'm gonna go deposit these swordfish really fast. Alright, search the bookcases on the western wall. 7 warriors. Histories of the Hollow Land. Oh, I see, western. Modern day Mauritania. Alright, we'll summarize this. Great tracts of land. So far, it's just basically describing the places we've been to in Mauritania and talking about Canifis and the werewolves and Port Phasmatis and places just like awful. Says there's like a mine that's full of evil. I don't think we've done anything with the mine yet. Stands out. One final place which is worth a mention in the east of Morton, noted for its unusual appearance. 3 small hillocks are all that distinguish this place from the rest of the area. Everything else is a pretty straightforward description of the places we've already been in Mauritania. Sleeping 7. Talks about how in the distant past the queen was deposed by his dark self and his hordes. Presumably they're talking about the Drakans. Basically, after the vampires showed up, they got really close to Varrock. Warriors were holding back the tides for a really long time, and now it's about to talk to the 7 priestly warriors. This is kind of cool. The different people come from different places. One of them is from Edgeville. One of them's from Taverley. Falador. Cool, like, legendary party. Evandus was from Lumbridge. He had a bizarre control over powerful minions of Draken's Horde. He had a rod or staff that imbued him with such power. The aid of a Guthic serum, which we keep reading about this serum. There's been like 3 hints to how to craft it. Rimington and Draenor. Everybody from Mistalin, basically. I knew this from Priest in Peril, but the Paterdomus Temple is the site where the vampires are permanently held off, and the River Sav is like the wall in Game of Thrones, basically. Okay, so it mentions the controversy that Evandus wasn't actually buried with the other 6, and then it's including a copy of that document that's evidence that Evandus is somewhere else. That's what we're reading now, is the document copy. Document says that he's buried in the tunnel. I think this is the tunnel where the Myreque has been hiding. The trapdoor underneath the canopus. Yeah, they said they marked it. They made the marks look like the claws of a fearsome beast, which we've seen down in that basement. That's cool. Yes, kitties. Another hour. Have patience. Yeah, and then the author, after including the location, is like, pretend like that doesn't exist. It's probably evil. Histories of the Hollow Land is my last one to read, and then we'll turn this stuff in. Mauritania used to be called the Hallowed Land, but I guess the forces of Saradomin and Zamorak descended on it, and the implication is that vampires are sort of descended from Zamorak, kind of. Not descended from, but like minions of Zamorak and the way orcs are minions of Sauron. Talking about Lord Draken, the vampire ruler of Mauritania, there's some suggestion that he came from beneath the ground, and people are speculating that there's a huge city underneath the castle. But that doesn't seem plausible. I'm sure that's true. That would be really cool, though. If it wasn't for the 7 priestly warriors, Mauritania might extend all the way to Falador. Wow. Varrock may have been an even more sinister city than it appears today. Judgmental. Oh, this is the book that suggests the crafting recipe for the Rod of Evandus, I think. It says, silver rod of power with blue serene gem. That's how you're supposed to know. Oh, Silfthril is silver and mithril, which is why I need a silver and mithril bar. Okay. And then the sapphire. Yeah, so that tells you exactly what you need. Silver exact dimensions as I have instructed. Enchantments that come from the magic of man can be placed in our Lord Saradomin's holy water. For magical blessings will he commit to it. That must be the clue about which runes to use. It says the dimensions of the rod are precise and important in order for it to work, which sounds like it's a plot device to make sure that you investigate his tomb. It says that the dimensions are stored in his tomb. They plant making this Guthix potion like 4 or 5 times in the quest. I don't think you actually need it in the quest because you don't need any herblore, but it must come up later. Just talking again about how Mauritania should be called Hollowvale. That's cool. I'm going to go get the thing I need from Evandus' tomb now. I do like the lore books in this game, although those were fairly long, quite a bit longer than any of the other books we've run into. Still had some cool information, though. More stuff about Evandus, the 7 warriors, the different towns and places in Mauritania. I do like how everything is technically conveyed in the quest. Like, the book technically tells you what to make. I feel like people figuring out these quests back when they first came out enjoyed that they didn't just have to make it up. Still pretty hard, though. I think these are the claw marks, aren't they? Oh, there are the wooden boards, okay. Also claw marks there. Use the hammer on them, I guess. Oh, cool. Search tomb. Search the strange and ancient-looking coffin. It looks incredibly basic, and on top you see the remains of some sort of rod. The rod, when only minorly tarnished, is very thoroughly fused to the surface of the coffin. It's made out of a unique silver and mithril alloy. More hints about that. If you run your hand over the rod, it seems to give out a mixture of both mortal and divine magical energies. I guess mortal is water rune, divine is cosmic rune. But this is cool. It says I gotta use a soft clay on the top in order to get an impression. An accurate mold of the rod. That's crazy. Super dig it. Make a rod and then enchant it using level 1 enchant. That's awesome. I love this game. Stuff like this is so cool. Silthril rod. Look at. Similar to the rod you found fused to the top of Evandus' coffin tomb. The rod on the Evandus coffin gave a mixture of mortal and divine magical energies, which this rod seems to lack. If you cast the enchantment on the rod, it seems to vibrate and glow. Only a mortal enchantment.
I guess the level 1 enchantment is the mortal enchantment. Oh, interesting. The divine enchantment involves the well from, That's fucking crazy. I would not have guessed that in a million years. The well from Priest in Peril that dips into the River Sav. Super cool. That's crazy. I need the rope so I can tie it around the rod and dip it into the well. Oh, I love this game. Tie a rope around the rod and dip into the well. Rod of Evandus. Holy charge rod. 10. What does that mean? I don't know what the charges are for. Back to Bergerod. I want to start the next quest so that I have it in my quest log. Hey, we got a new setup here. What's up, Belief? Hey there, how's it going? I don't know how to make a rod like Evandus used to own. Show me that if you ever managed to make one. Watch the rod of Evandus. Very impressive. Are you sure you wish to part with it? Should it be the rod used by Evandus Sirges? I do believe it is. Maybe Myreque material yet. Oh wow. Gotta clear my XP list. Got a lot of XP this session. I don't think any of those are enough for a level up though. Okay. Hello again, how are things? Achieved a successful mission. This will be our new command base. Scheduled recon missions for the area. Secondary phase of operations will involve intelligence missions in the Sanguinesti. And the diplomatic mission to Mistlin in an effort to secure allies in our fight against Draken. Something I can do to help out. You are scouting a route into the Sanguinesti region for some time. Are you interested to learn more details? Would you like to take this quest on? Just tell me, please. You need to find a way into the Sanguinesti region. It's important to find out if there are any members of the Myreque still active there. How do I get there? It's a wall to the east you would find impossible to get past. It's higher than any building in Bergerod, and it's patrolled by the Firewatch. The wall extends all the way out to sea, but you may be able to find a way around it. Search around Bergerod, you may be able to find something to help you. Let's see what else I need. Tell me about the... How can I search for the Sanguinesti Order of the Myreque? Myreque has sympathizers everywhere, especially in that drab and horrible place. Talk to some people and ask them about the Myreque. Firewatch cannot be harmed even by the Rod of Evandus. And... Cats are being really bad. I should probably feed them soon. It's not their time to eat, but they're just knocking everything over. The Myreque, at least the resistance that has not become the Myreque, originated in the Sanguinesti region. Oh. Many years ago, that some very brave people led by Saphalin Hollow managed to escape from the ghettos of the Sanguinesti region. That's cool. Make sure I'm not going to do this quest now, just make sure it's in my... Since last time there was a quest I could have started to save some time. Alright, let's go back to... The whole reason we did this was so that I could do the hard clue that had a step here. So let's get back to clue hunting, finish up the hard clue, and then we'll go back to Shazian and level up defense some more by killing gangsters, jerkwads. It's useful to have a bank here, though. I'm actually not super clear how you could possibly solve the degrees north, degrees east clue steps. Maybe it's based on tiles? I'm going to get wrecked by vampires, I guess. Oh, right. Poison. Shit. Well, hopefully I have enough food to just brute force kill it. Oh my god, he's hitting really hard. I'm gonna pray. Maybe I can safe spot him. No, it's not a thing. I need to craft more anti-poison. I totally forgot these guys could poison you. I think I got a plan here. Killed the Ceradoman Wizard, and I go ahead and dig. I gotta go get an anti-poison right away. Didn't do the Evil Bod quest, but whatever. Oh, wow, another thing in Bergerot. Glad I did this quest then. Hard clues tend to have steps here. Alright, I gotta stop at the bank and get some stuff. I'm probably gonna need to take a break to fish soon, which would be good for doing my stream tasks I was talking about last episode. But I'm almost out of some of my resources right now, which is not great. So we need anti-poison. I need to get some prayer back. I don't think there's any where for me to pray anywhere nearby, though.
I guess I'll go check. Maybe we'll luck out and this thing won't have a Ceradomin wizard in it. If it does, I'll just warp out. I'll come back to it. Fingers crossed. Ooh, I got a casket already. Alright. Last time I had to fight like 4 wizards and go to the wilderness and shit. I'm gonna wait to open it and go think. Poison resistance is worn off. That's alright, let's see. What's in the hard casket? It's not worth a lot of money, but it's stuff that's maybe a pain for me to make. Magic shortbow. Guthix page 3. That's to make those god books. Lunar Isle teleport. Or rune pickaxe. Wow, the teleport's worth the most money. That's funny. Pages seem like they're not that expensive. Alright. Let's throw it all in here. I had some quests that required to use shortbow. Let me look here. I forget what it was. It was some important quest that we couldn't do as a Iron Man type character without getting like 65 fletching or something. See if Google can find it. Temple of Ekov. Oh man. Oh, that's so lucky. So the requirements for Temple of Ekov requires a U, magic, or dark bow. And now that we've got a magic bow, we don't need to worry about that anymore. That was a super lucky casket drop, even though the cash value wasn't that high. Fantastic. What level range do I need to be able to use it, though? 50. Oh, I can already use it. Fucking awesome. Okay, well that's super exciting. Let me knock out the other 2 clue scrolls that I have. I have space for them, and I'm going to clean up my gems. I'm going to move planks around. I'll leave compost at the top because I'm going to want to... Well, I guess the problem's going to be I can't fit all that compost in my leprechaun. Oh yeah, that was going to be... That's actually a blocker for Recipe for Disaster, Temple of Ekov. So that's cool. Easy clue scroll is... Enil, Charlie the Tramp, and Varrock. Let's go to Enil. It's the Watchtower teleport to Law to Earth. So I'll just take everything out. I need to worry about gear now and go back to clue scrolling on the cheap. I'm running low on law runes. I'm going to have to buy some more and add them to the payback list. It might end up being competitive with the chaos runes that I have to pay back. It's getting pretty bad. So I'll bring the Draman staff too. And let's go. Let's see if I can take this to a leprechaun and deposit all the compost that I got from gangbusting. Orvik Smithy. 913 compost from gangbusters. It's not worth very much money. It's 20,000 gold. It's not insignificant. So I don't have to buy from a merchant, which is nice. Alright, compost is maxed out. It's crazy. I should try to convert all my compost to super compost at some point. I need to figure out exactly how that works. I think I have to get some kind of like ash or something to mix it with. Or make like a potion. It's not a big priority. Oh, speaking of paying shit back, wow, I'm really bad. Last session, we had to buy those willow branches. I need to pay them back. It was mostly just a time-saving measure. I will go do that right now while I'm thinking about it. I need the secateurs, which I can get there. I need to go to Varrock anyway, so it's right there. I think I need to come back there after like 30 minutes to get the remaining 6. Monk's residence in the far west. Southern coast of Hesidius. Directly south of the Playground House portal. Tree is in perfect health. Oh, do I need to have checked the health in order to be able to start trimming it? Okay, so we'll have to come back 2 more times, but we'll do it at some point this episode. Playground House. I had one of those. To burn through all my oak planks at some point. I might even burn through the teak and mahogany. I just really need to figure out what the best way to use that stuff is. I'm a little bit stressed out not knowing. Oh hey, there's an altar here. Similarly close to the portal as the monastery one. You obtained a casket. What do we get? Garbage. Okay. Worth checking. You never know. Good to know there's an altar right there. Super close. Okay. Beginner clue scroll. Charlie the Tramp. Please, miss, can you help me? I need a pike cooked by you. I did this before. Raw pike. Fishing rod and bait. Barbarian village. Okay. Fishing rod. Bait. Yes, Ben, I know you're starving. You usually don't eat for another hour. Have patience. You give Charlie the pike. He gives you a new clue. South of Draenor Village Bank. I think it's actually faster for me to leave through the south than to teleport to Lumbridge as I have in the past. There's a shortcut down here that I basically never use. So many ducks. I never did check the health in this tallberry bush. Might actually have been quite a bit slower than teleporting to Lumbridge. It was just hard for me to read the map and convert it to a realistic distance, you know? You obtained a casket. Garbage. Although I haven't had a black wizard hat before, so that's kind of cool for fashionscape reasons. Is this the person that has the quest cape? Twiggy O'Corn. Hey there. It's a nice cape. Please tell me about it. Accomplishment available. Achievement diary. Oh. That's nuts. Okay. I might be ready to go back to gangster farming. Let's see. I think I just missed the last window. Yeah. Well, there might be a couple that are active, but I'd have to really rush to get to them. So, what am I doing with my life? I think we're going to Shazian Bank, and then we're going to check the locations on the next batch of things. I guess, or I could, instead of doing that, I could go do some mining to get some iron and coal. I should do that. I need to do something in between runs of Shazian since I've got all this downtime. So I need coal first of all. Burn through all my coal. I'm going to go to the Motherlode Mine to get that. And then every 15 minutes or so I'll bail and go to Shazian and progress that. I need to remember in the future to bring a pickaxe in here. When I first come in, I forgot that I can't get to the bank until I have it. I was trying to avoid stopping at a bank first. I'll wait for one of these people to be done and pickaxe their way through for me. Assume that works. Alright, enough time has passed that I can go check and see what's going on in Shazian. I'm trying to figure out why the time seems to drift the way it does, and I was Googling it, and it seems like it has to do with tick processing, that a tick is approximately 0.6 seconds, but over the course of a week before a server reset, different servers take slightly longer or slightly shorter to process a tick, so it gets more and more out of sync the further you get from a server reset on Thursday. It's pretty cool. Make sure I'm on the right server for this. 304 was my lowest. Arch 10 in the north. No, it said it was only in 4 minutes, which... Oh, no, that's right. That's exactly what I expected. This big tent up here. I like when it's in Shazian. You can turn in the intelligence quickly. Upstairs. Nice big open space for the cannon. Big fan. I'm gonna feed the cats here real quick while we wait. Going AFK. Had some paranoia while I was feeding the cats that they were going to spawn and I was going to just insta-die, melt. But I ran back and we're okay. We still have a minute or so. I'm actually curious how I'm able to fight them without being in the same room as them. If I go back down the stairs, if they'll still die and I'll still have access to the loot. I'll give that a try here. Optimizing this kind of thing is pretty fun. Let's test it out. No, they're not getting hit because I'm not getting range things, maybe, right? I was unlucky. Picked one of 20 worlds. Had one that had someone on it. This is like the best room we've ever had for this. I'm a big fan. I'll try and run and bank while this thing goes, maybe. I need to attack them first before it'll work, though. Oh, damn. Time's up. Let's go to a later world, then. 5:59. Should be good on these later worlds. I think it's still firing. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I can totally just head downstairs and let it kill them. It's kind of crazy. Now, let's just do that. Damn. Should still have enough time to get a couple more in if I can find the right worlds for it. Here we go. But I went to the trouble of writing all that down. I don't know if all the other people I'm competing with have gone to that trouble. Probably not. Do the same thing. Try to blow them up from upstairs. Cannon's out of ammo. Oh god, I just had a lag spike. We're okay, but it's pretty scary. So we gotta stop to go do cannonball making after this. Perfect. Man, that went about as well as it possibly could have. So we'll go get the remaining defense XP, and then we'll go make cannonballs, and I think we'll just alternate between doing stuff for cannonballs and doing stuff for this until we get to 60 defense, and then probably 60 hit points. See, we're already 5 hours into this episode. Man, time's just been flying. The Bird of Rot quest was pretty long. That's the way that I did it. This isn't going to quite be a defense level up. Next batch, though, should do it. Let me go to an early world and see if I have the next location ready. Lovacaine, house south of the church. Let's see where that is. Alright, we gotta go mine some iron ore, so I'm gonna head over to the bank and we'll start doing that. So the dueling ring would be really great if I could make a bunch of them. I think I probably can now that I have easy access to emeralds. Because I don't have a good ring slot right now for any of my gear, except magic. That way I can have an equipped teleport that doesn't actually take up inventory space that gets me to a bank quickly. I won't do that right now, though. Now while I've done all this work to figure out the schedule for this. Let me try. I think I have one ring of dueling. That's pretty close to a bank. Swinner Tot's comparable, but... Got like a 3-minute wait, so fast forward through it. Probably just gonna punch the dwarves up here to get some XP while we wait. Hey, defense 57, not from the loot at the end. That's kind of exciting. I'm gonna get all these pickups here. I gotta run to bank, I think. Shit. Always forget to turn off my prayers. Probably stop at the altar really fast. Let's see, it's 6:29. I have up until 34 at the latest, so I think it's worth making the trip to try to bank. Oh, it's too bad I gotta open it from the other side. Womp womp. Some food back. Well, I am almost out of cannonballs again. 37, 55 maybe? It'd be nice to have the AoE magic and not to worry about using the cannon. Things can go wrong with the cannon, not as much with the magic. I forgot to deposit plank shit. Alright, last ones here are 307 and 319. Probably fit in this last one just barely. And it's like, as long as I get a hit off on all of them, once they despawn I get the kill credit, so it's worth doing that if we can. Hitting as many of them as we possibly can. Hey, another hard glue scroll. Perfect timing. We're about to be done with this wave. I seem to drop those fairly frequently. Okay, I'm not going to get much further than that. We'll call it there. I can't get to that guy in the corner. I don't think I shot him at all either. Oh yeah, because I'm out of cannonballs. Okay. So let's see. It's not going to get us to defense 58, but it might get us a good chunk of the way there. Blue scroll. Nature Spirits Grotto. We can get there easy. So this time I think we're going to do the clue scroll, and then I'm going to skip the next Shazian gangbusting thing. because I'm going to need to spend time getting more cannonballs, and then we'll go back to it. Really interested. Once I'm done with this, like, how many planks and gold bars are we going to have? Let's just deposit all. Grab my warpy thingy. Grab this temporarily. Actually, I probably would have been better off using the minecart there. I have to learn when the minecart makes more sense. 12 manuals. Nice. And about 6% a pop. A little bit under that. If we get that many next time, it'll be enough to level up. 6 more manuals to 58 or so. Cool. Okay, clue hunting. Gotta make sure we're geared up for it. I just wanted to put this on temporarily to get some energy regen. Damn it, I want range gear. Thought maybe I could kill these guys with the dragon scimitar quickly, but kicking my ass. I don't know if I'll kill them before I run out of prayer or healing. So we will bring teleport stuff with us, I guess. Could probably safe spawn him here if I needed to. Oh, I'm about to lose poison protected. He's so close to being dead. Come on, game, give it to me. Okay, we'll switch to ranged after this guy. He didn't poison me again. Hooray! Another clue. Aviator is at the peak of his profession. Gnome glider? I'm gonna look in the corner and see if that's right. Top of White Wolf Mountain. What's the easiest gnome glider starting point? Shipyard and Crown to Al-Kharid, Peak of White Wolf. Al-Kharid, maybe, or the Grand Tree. Did I not grab Earth Runes? Damn it. Oh, life is funny. Or the Ardoyan. Earth Runes. Me. Deposit what I currently have equipped and switch to this kit. I gotta make more of those Castle Wars rings. I'll do that too before I continue farming the gangbusting activity. Give me a hard puzzle box? Oh god, yeah, no, okay. Thank you, Runelight. I know this is shameful. I'm sure Chaos Factor is watching this in the distant future, talking about how he learned how to solve sliding block puzzles because of RuneScape. And here I am, cheating. It's disgusting, really. I really can't do those puzzles, though. I don't know what's wrong with me. My brain is broken or something. Dual Arena. Oh, well, got a million of those. Wait, seriously? I have to go into the Dual Arena? This doesn't involve me being in trouble, does it? So we'll find out here in a second, huh? I've never been in there before. How the hell do I get in there? / where do I go to get in there? I feel like the game would warn me if I was actually in danger, right? Look up Dual Arena. Oh, okay, no. It's not open PvP. You have to, like, click someone and select challenge. Thank God. There must be some door down here that I missed. Huh. Trying to figure out how to get in here. I might actually have to do it. Obstacles on. You need to duel another player to get to this spot. Make sure the obstacles option is on. Oh my god. Okay. Dual Arena have an activity? I could have sworn it did. Plunder, Wilderness. Hold on. 302. Oh my god. That's nuts. This is me my first death because I guess you have to die in Dual Arena, but if it's friendly, there are no consequences or something? Okay. Doesn't actually count as a death. Very good. Just like an arena thing. No item drops. Nothing bad. Still, yikes. Bedevin Camp. I don't know where that is. Hopefully that might actually require a quest. Oh wait, no. Kurdian Desert. Oh, yeah, I can get there. No problem. This is the most players I've ever seen in one place. There's all these warnings on the wiki that's like, Dual Arena is addictive. It's like, what? So I guess you stake a certain amount of money, and you can try to beat somebody else and get your money back or something. So it's like, kids have a gambling problem with it. I've seen posts on the subreddit talking about like streamers that are addicted to it and like ask people to loan them money so that they can run it, which is kind of crazy. Regardless, I would like to make more Rings of Dueling soon. I think I only have like a couple charges left on this guy.
Yeah, and that's going to involve going to Shiloh Village and mining a bunch of emeralds. I might actually have a good chunk of emeralds deposited. I can go check that first before I go nuts. I got all these gold bars from Shenanigans. This furnace is pretty close. Let me see how many I can make right now with the resources I already have. Maybe it's not going to be as bad as I was thinking. Let's see. I have 38 emeralds. Actually, I'm probably fine. I need to do a farm for emeralds. Must have just found those over doing shitloads of quests or something. Oh, I need a ring mold. Just make a bunch of those and use that instead of the game's necklace. I guess it makes sense to high alch one of these things right before using the last charge. I should start doing that instead of letting them crumble. I think I was the same thing for the game's game's necklace. Oh yeah, 765. We'll do that then. Alright. 10 rings of dueling, which should last us for a long time. Also, I've got 665 cosmic runes. That's crazy. Grab some water skins, or I'm gonna be an unhappy camper. Okay, I'll have to remember that there's a fairy ring in the future. It gets pretty close to this clue. Hey, safe spots. Fantastic. Less stressful. Hooray! Significantly less terrifying. Also blood runes. I'll need to dig first so I don't have to fight that guy again. Another clue. Need to recover prayer. I'll just do that before I think too much about what we're doing next. Oh, sorry, Monk. Didn't mean to hit you. Thanks for letting me pray in your building, though. Ooh. Travel to the fairy ring to see where to dig. What the hell is this place? It seems extremely dangerous. Oh, let me try to dig and get the hell out of here then. Let's just go. Zenaris, 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 Zenaris. Never been there before. Lets me know. If it's green when I get it, that means I've done that step before. Create in the Lumbridge basement. Oh, that's easy. What's the clue? You'll need to undercook to solve this one. Undercook. Ah, that's pretty good. There's a casket. Alright. Hard clues aren't that bad. They require you to do some pretty high level quests, and Saradomin wizards aren't fucking around. I feel like the first hard clue I got was much harder than the other two. Alright, opening a hard clue casket. What we get? 92,000 coins. Unfortunately, I think that's another black d'hide body, isn't it? Couldn't have been like the pants or something. Oh well. Guess I've got a backup in case things go bad and I can't use it later. Okay, what are we doing? I need more cannonballs in order to continue leveling defense. And this is getting defense and hit points of 60 is almost certainly going to spill into the next episode. So this episode was an aid of the Myreque that felt like a significant quest to do. We'll do some other, at least one quest next episode as we continue to fight these game bosses. And then I'm probably going to take all of these, what are they? Planks. Here we go. Yeah, 625 oak planks. I might be able to get to 50 construction. Construction seems like the next biggest convenience upgrade. Lots of teleports, just convenient things across the board. It's just a huge pain in the ass to level up. Anyway, I need more cannonballs to level up my combat stats, so I gotta mine a ton of iron ore and a ton of coal. I'm gonna do the coal first, and I'm just gonna do it. I don't think we're gonna kill any more. I think the rest of this episode is gonna be mining. Sorry. Mining and smithing. And then we'll pick up with more next episode. I can't let too much time pass before I go fight the gangsters again, because all that work I put into putting my document together is going to get updated really quickly. But I want to make sure I've got enough cannonballs. I don't have to keep taking a break to make them. So right now I burn more cannonballs than I make, even if I'm making cannonballs in between waves. It's not fast enough still. Actually, I think I'm doing coal. The Varrock armor is not relevant. That ring of dueling though. It will matter for the iron later, but we're going to do coal first. Motherlode.
While I was mining, I was experimenting with some of the plugins that I had turned off. I turned on one that lets me change the max zoom. Probably isn't necessary. It also lets me have an overhead camera, which I've been wanting this whole time. I didn't realize that was an unlockable thing, so that's kind of nice. What else? I turned this on. I tried turning it on before in OS Buddy, but it was solid, and it blocked my vision of certain things I had to click. It looks like it's a little translucent in this one, so I'd like to have this hit point bar and this prayer bar, because my eyes are usually looking at this southeastern corner of the screen for like prayer flicking sometimes, and for using healing items and that sort of a thing. So I'd like it to be better in my peripheral vision. I can't tell when I'm low on health from up here. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world that has this problem, but when I'm like looking on another monitor during mining in Motherlode, and one of those like bits of rubble falls from the top of the screen, it looks exactly like a bug or like a spider crawling to my monitor, my peripheral vision. So I keep like jumping in my seat whenever I see the rubble fall. That particular rubble mining here. It's mining 54. I think I'm going to finish this set of pay dirt and then go do iron. Seeing levels as a indicator makes sense, I think. Trying to figure out how Clan Wars works. There's been quest guides before that have recommended coming here to go in a portal that gives you a full heal, restores your prayer, HP, removes poison, and removes stat penalties. Maybe it's this thing. I think that's it. Maybe you just walk in there and that's enough. Well, I can test it. Hold on. Let's burn some prayer really quick. Didn't seem to work. Wait. Oh, coming out did it. Okay. Got it. So it's not as good of a chest as Castle Wars, but if you need to heal, I guess it makes sense. I think what you really want to do is you want to get your construction to such a high level that you have a thing in your house that gives you a full heal. But that's, like, my understanding is that's super high construction. Probably not something we'll be getting on the warpath to Quest Cape. I think we need 70 construction for Quest Cape, though, so I can justify a lot of time spent grinding it. I'm gonna have to really think hard about any skill that's going to be higher than the Quest Cape minimum. Thieving is one that's probably going to go over Quest Cape just for money making purposes, although I might be able to make better money fighting those gangs, and that's giving me XP and something else that needs to be higher. So I'll have to make a decision there. Part of that assumes that I'm selling the planks and stuff that I'm getting from gang busting, and I think that's probably a bad idea, even though it's worth a ton of money. Like, it's going to be such a hassle for me to level construction on my own that I should save the planks for that. Okay, I've got 259 iron. I need double the coal of the iron that I have, so I'm going to go do Motherlode Mine for the rest of this. That seems correct. I gotta get law runes next episode, or I'm going to be a very sad panda. Mining 55, which is exciting. Yeah, because we can get mithril. Also, what the hell are mining gloves? We can get mithril here, I think. I don't think I've ever heard. It says superior mining gloves, which means that there's a kind of mining glove that's not superior? Superior mining gloves. Oh yeah, I could get regular mining gloves at 20. Okay, I have to look up what the hell that is. Okay, looks like they can only be purchased in the mining guild, so... I think I can get into the mining guild now, can't I? If I boost my way in? Is there an easy 5 boost? No. Spicy stew, which is a pain in the ass. I guess there's an easy farming boost that I can make with cooking. I do have some mature dwarven stouts, but they're +2 only, so I'd have to get to 58. I need to level mining no matter what. It needs to be 70 for Quest Cape, so I'm gonna push through here. Episode might go over a little bit on time, which is okay because we
started late. Maybe we went over by 30 minutes last time. But I'm going to push to 56 mining, and that'll be our cap point. And then next episode, we will smith a bunch of cannonballs at the beginning, go back to Shazian and do gangs, try to get to 60 defense and 60 hit points, maybe 60 strength eventually. I feel like usually I'm nervous about doing any sort of combat training that doesn't also level Slayer, but in this case I think it's worth it because it's dropping construction mats. And that's saving me tons of time for construction, potentially doing something that's not productive, like leveling thieving is not going to be productive towards getting the quest cape, but leveling combat always will be. I think we have to get combat levels that are in excess of the minimum requirements for those quests, because there are a couple quests that have combats that are very difficult at the minimum requirements. Yeah, I think next episode again will be more gang busting, lots and lots of gang busting after lots and lots of cannonball smithing. I'll probably use the cannonball smithing as an opportunity to do my stream work for the month. Repair the wheel. Hey, mithril ore is now dropping. Very exciting. Remember way back when I said that immediately after the agility grind I was going to get mining and smithing to 58 so I could make them? I'm so glad I didn't do that. It wouldn't have been that bad, it would have been just a few more episodes focused on that, but glad we got into quests right away. Mining is way more convenient now that we have like the Arctorian cloak and the dueling ring and Varrock armor, all this stuff. It's made life better in general. .56 mining, and that's a good stopping point. Turn in this pay dirt. We'll sign off at the bank. I was going to hold off on touching blast mining with all the dynamite that I collected until we get to 60, because I think then we can get some adamantite ore, which I guess isn't super exciting. I'm not going to really use it to make anything, as far as I know. But, hey, it probably gives you a little bit more XP. We're pretty close to being able to buy a piece of prospector gear. The wiki recommends buying it in order, starting with the most expensive item, because you get the most XP value per piece. However, I'm actually not going to buy the body piece until last, because the Varrock chest piece is something I want to have on there, and I don't want to be losing the benefit of the Varrock chest piece to get a little bit more XP. Okay, so end of episode. Next episode, we're going to open with a shitload of cannonball smithing. It's going to be incredible. How much coal did I get in the process here? 259 iron, 326 coal, so I'll only be able to do like 160. Okay, I think I want to get as much coal as double the coal that I have iron, so maybe next episode we'll go to 57 mining here in Motherlode. That will let me get enough gold nuggets. Because I really don't want to have to come back here too quickly. I'd like to knock out some more gang busting. So we'll do mining until we get to about 500 coal, or the prospector kit, or 57 mining, whichever of those three things happens first. And then we're going to go make a ton of cannonballs, and then we'll get defense to 60, hit points to 60, and do at least one quest. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.